no.
I didn't see the Nanny Pu'pu,
I'm still
and then she looked at me
hidden.
back and I'm like,
I'm high up. I prepare one of my javelin. By the way, I'm still up here.
Okay, you're in a tree.
Yep.
I've seen her disappear. I let the others know that she's disappeared.
Echo, she's disappeared. You guys, she's disappeared.
Noise and disappeared.
I
think Romance just stops in the middle of like halfway from the gate and where the hut is, and just in the middle of a pile of skulls.
Eyes
like,
will have hands on their eyes.
Oh. I'm pulling out my warhammer immediately.
I'm very ready to just draw and shoot my arrow as soon as I hear Romance scream, because I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
The real question is, shall we wait?
I'm waiting for the chick to come in and I'll want to scream.
I make a sign to Riordan just to say wait.
Yes.
Wait until we know where she is.
I nod
Because
back.
now she-
I agree.
It's probably a massive snake.
She's gonna go full Madam. She's gonna go full Madam Mim on us, and like she's gonna be a rhino. Then she's gonna be
She's gonna be a dragon.
Just a full-on hoe, guys. Right, I don't know what to do, guys. I'm literally staying where I am.
Right.
Do I need to do what kind of check do I need to do that I've stopped where I am right now? So I do, like, I don't know, a survival check, a perception check. Please?
Can we do a perception check to see if we can see where she's disappeared off to?
Oh, wait, we won't need to.
That.
Torin, for the moment, you're slightly further off than that, but this is as big as my mini-map is.
Oh, right.
It's a very nice mini-map.
Here I am.
Yeah, you're in the very corner.
Very top corner.
I'm assuming I'm like really over, like somewhere halfway, like I don't know, here.
I just love Maddie's reaction to what's happened.
Oh,
well,
shit.
Might have been better if you went first, eh, Torin?
And Nanny Pu'pu was here.
I roll with disadvantage.
Okay, Nanny Pu'pu just go
We
poop.
can see where she's gone.
Rome had at every chance.
Nope, she turned invisible.
What?
Fucking hell. Do I have a spell for that?
Inside?
Nope.
Does detect magic work in that case?
Nope.
No.
Actually, yeah. If it's a magical effect, it would work. I would like you guys.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
I refuse.
Yes.
Okay.
To roll me initiative, please.
Okay, we're dead.
13.
I forgot to do the damn thing again, didn't I?
13 also.
Ooh, 21.
12!
I'm assuming we're doing an initiative, yeah, okay.
Yes, please.
I'm losing everything. Alright, initiative, doink.
Torin, Theodas, Philippe, Riordan. I've got everybody down, don't I? Oh, Eku.
Except Aku, yeah.
Eku might be a good person to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all Deus Ex Machina.
Echo, save us!
Just do the job.
I can't believe I just done that shit, guys.
Well, I thought I was
we
going
were
to
kind
be
of
the...
planning it. This was half the plan for you to draw him out.
If you hadn't failed, I would have anyway. So.
Yeah. Actually, it was the plan to actually lure her away from the hut.
Yeah.
If we all succeed, then the plan would have failed. Actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Philippe,
Yes.
it is your go first.
So I can't see her.
You can't see her. She was in there. She whipped round to see where Romad was making a racket from, and vanished.
So she was outside when she started turning invisible.
Nope, she was inside the hut.
Oh.
Might I just ask one question quickly?
You can.
The floor, the actual floor, is it a loose dirt? Is it a tight concrete? What are we talking?
Concrete.
It's
Basically, can we see her footprints if she walked on it?
you think you should be able to.
I think we can also hear the door open if she ever leaves the hut.
Unless she jumps out the window.
Well, she jumps on the
I'm
hut.
screwed then in that case. Oh god.
Mm,
Okay, back to the game.
so, currently there are no signs she left the hut.
There's no sign she's left the hut yet.
Okay.
Despite that she's disappeared somewhere.
She's vanished. You can't see where she is, but there's no
Uh,
evidence that she's left the hut.
I think I'll throw my javelin right on the entrance of the hut,
Okay.
so that either I may touch her if she's there, or at least she may stumble upon the javelin if she tries to go out.
Cool, give her a weapon. Good idea.
If she
Well,
thinks
we'll
the
at least see the
javelin,
weapon.
we'll
when
see
it's
her.
taken out.
If you can
Yeah.
turn her invisible, I think a weapon is the least of our worries.
The javelin arches over and into the ground in front of the door of the hut.
What are you doing out there?
You haven't hit her,
Mm-hmm.
but it is in the ground in front of the door to the hut.
Okay.
Well, at
This
least.
is gonna be fun.
Yeah, trying to fight an invisible enemy. Good.
What is the
Well.
range?
Okay. Who's next?
Echo.
Eco.
Or
You'd,
Miss Pu'pu.
you'd
I don't
think that, but
Or
maybe
Madame
not.
Pu'pu.
Oh no.
It's Miss Pu'pu.
Let's
It's
ducky
Miss
mushrooms.
John, do I hear a heartbeat?
No.
Do we see any footprints?
You
Because
do not.
She doesn't have a heart.
EQ, what are you gonna do?
Run.
Make a dance.
Okay, guys, I'll leave you to it.
You seem to be doing a great job.
EQ is gonna run on over. If I was on the right map layer, that would help.
Would help.
Just might.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, hi.
She's running to you.
Friend.
And she's
I'm
going to
saying,
turn and face the hut here.
Ooh, right.
No! Shall not pass!
Mhm.
Romad.
Are you going?
If you run in front of her now, you.
Are
Well,
you
I
going
have
to?
Eco in front of me. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just looking around.
Okay.
I don't
Run
know
out.
La 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 la.
what he's about, not about.
You're looking at that cliff again, aren't you?
Maybe.
It's just
Hey.
the stone is so shiny.
You can hold an action if you wish to.
Yeah, I am.
So you can basically say something along the lines of, I'm going to hold an attack spell for when I see her appear, or I'm going to hold an attack for when I see her appear. So you need to say what you're holding, so what you are preparing, and then what the trigger will be.
I'm holding out my two hand axes.
And
That's
what's the trigger for your attack?
I don't know.
Seeing her appear would be a good one, for instance.
Her appearing anywhere near you.
I'm going to go with that she appears.
Fuck.
Theodas Laura Karen.
I am going to go.
Yes!
I'm going to go here at this corner
Okay.
and prepare an action of me shooting with my shotgun if she ever appears in my line of sight.
She ever appears.
Ever. Until the start of my
Full
next
stop,
turn.
everything is, yeah.
So I'm a bit hiding behind the corner, but looking around in that direction.
Okay. Torin versus Sergiesh, you can spend
Yes.
this entire action to sprint to the corner of the map.
Is
And-
that going to be like my action and my movement and then a dash action, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll be a move and a dash. You can do a bonus action if you've got anything useful to do with a
I
bonus.
don't believe I do. If it gets me to that corner, then there's nothing I can really do.
You can shout useful words of advice to people if you want to.
Run!
Does anyone have anything that can make an invisible person visible?
Try and put some dust on it.
That's actually a very good point.
Yeah, but we can't actually go and do every single square on this map.
No.
with dust.
You're thinking too far
We
ahead.
need some kind of tell before.
Basically, you make it ready that you can start to throw something on her when she appears, and hopefully when she disappears, that
It stays.
stays visible.
Sean would like to suggest the useful words of "Don't die."
Thank you, Sean.
Don't jinx it.
I didn't think of that.
Oh. Don't jinx it.
Riodan Ethrana.
For the sake of preparation, if that one, can I gather dirt and dust?
You can.
I gather dirt and dust.
Maddie suggests the useful phrase that Torin should have yelled is "Stay hydrated, guys."
Thanks, Torin.
Thank you.
I'll be sure to remember that if I'm not dead by this evening.
But don't forget, we've got to be hush hush. She doesn't know we're still there yet. So,
Philippe.
They know someone's this way, so there's no point in me being quiet.
Philippe,
Steve,
Yes.
it is your turn again.
So not much difference compared to earlier.
Your
Nope.
javelin is still wiggling in the ground where you landed it. It doesn't.
So,
It
so
doesn't
yeah, no,
appear to have moved.
So yeah, no movement from the hut.
Doesn't appear to have moved.
Can I try to jump on the roof? I don't know if there's a proper roof on it, but
It's thatched. It might support your weight because you're light and
You're a kitty.
you're a kitty cat, so you know
Yeah.
you're quite good at that.
so can I try to reach the roof and jump right?
You can make an acrobatics check for that.
He's going to go through the roof, I feel it.
If I fall on her,
Natural one. Nope.
Natural? Nope.
20.
You spring from the tree that you're in onto the roof and
Boing.
land in an amazing sort of forward roll and then just sort of spread your weight out. It's not easy to stay up here, but you can spread out and you can
oh, wonderful thing about Tiggers. Tiggers
Sean says, think cat-like thoughts.
Okay,
I have a
it's time
sudden
for...
urge to.
Yes, the whoop-de-doop, the loop-de-loop, the handy, it's about.
But yeah, you spread your weight out across the rooftop and you manage to find enough purchase on it that you don't fall straight through the thatched roof.
So we look up and we see him spread eagle.
Spread eagle.
Sort of like spread cat. Would you like to do anything while you're on the roof, or are you just going to sort of take this vantage
so
point
are
to...
Gonna start fixing up the thatch.
What's the particular things on the roof?
There's a chimney in the roof that there is smoke coming out of sort of the middle.
Oh, can I? Do I have something to close it?
To recover the entire chimney, you mean?
Yeah, you could cover the chimney up.
Yep, I try to do that so that the smoke stay in the hut.
Okay.
Smoke her out. Okay.
You put something. You've got some.
Yeah.
You've got like
He
a
has a
traveling
cloak.
Rip
cloak.
some of the thatch up. Rip some of the thatch up and stuff it down the chimney.
Yeah, that would work. I
You've
guess.
got like a traveling cloak that you put over the top of the chimney, and it starts to fill the room up with smoke.
Okay.
Do we hear any coughing?
Nope.
Smoking meat.
Okay.
That's presuming she breathes.
True.
Well, let's hope so, because if she doesn't, it's going to be difficult to make sure she's dead.
Well, if we hack her to bits, she won't be.
I was about to say, decapitation is usually a good option.
Not always with the undead.
True, it does depend upon what. If she is undead, it depends what kind she is. Either way, next.
It's Miss Pu'pu, I guess.
Yes, it is Miss Pu'pu.
It might be Miss Pu'pu, it might not be Miss Pu'pu.
Well, if John is not saying anything for the like 5 minutes, it's probably Miss Pu'pu.
Romad.
No, it's Aku first, no?
Romad. Could you?
Okay.
You hear, and everybody hears. You move with the grace of an elephant.
Excuse me.
But
Excuse me, bitch.
Well, your
Where
mother
did you
was
come
supposed to, and your father smells of elderberry.
But Romad, the words sink deeply into your mind. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, no.
I just want wisdom save. I don't know where's my wisdom.
Top wisdom saving throws. Underneath inspiration proficiency bonus.
Boink.
What is her save?
I don't know. What is it?
What is her save?
Remind me of Spalmor's arguing with the guy in the tree.
Not 12. 12? 12. I'm hearing 12.
It's 12. It is actually 12. I'm not lying to you. So Romad, she shouts to you, "You'll move with the grace of an elephant, my dear." And the words seek into your skull, and you shake them off, and you say, "What the fuck are you talking about?" As
I see no elephant.
Nanny Pu'pu!
Nanny Pu'pu appears.
Pu'pu alert! Pu'pu alert!
Well, just go in the bushes.
Romad, you can now make your hand axe attack that you stored, and Theodas Lorakaran, you can make your bow and arrow attack.
I'd like to throw one of my axes at her.
I would like to lob it, please.
I'd like to lob it. I'm gonna get it straight into her skull.
I'm 55 feet away. Am I in range?
I believe so.
80 to 320, so yeah, I'm perfectly in range. Okay. First you go, Romad. You've been insulted, so I guess it's you.
I'm gonna fucking throw the fucking. I want to throw my hand axe at her. Is that possible? What do I
You
need to
may.
do?
Click hand axe.
Boink.
And a hand axe goes sailing over her shoulder and misses.
God fucking damn it!
You gave her an haircut, I guess.
And an arrow goes right next to her and misses.
And gives away our position.
It's not helping.
And an arrow sails past the other way and misses.
I prepare immediately another arrow.
This is not helping, Theodas. We're supposed to be looking awesome.
Well, look who missed his first hand axe, huh?
You're no better.
Nanny
Stop
Pu'pu
it!
Nanny Pu'pu was like, if you don't mind, we're hiding.
On Iku's turn, Iku's just going to kind of look around at you guys.
Like, gently poo herself.
She puts her head in her hand, shakes it.
Why?
head in hand, shakes it as she says, "I really picked the wrong group."
No. It's
I've just
actually
fed her again, haven't I? That's all I'm.
And she brings her hands together and she casts Bless on Romad and Turin Vasithasegiesh.
What?
She blesses you both. So whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw for the next minute, you can roll a d4 and add that number to the attack roll or saving throw as well as the d12. D20.
well,
Hashtag blessed.
So you are hashtag blessed.
I said hashtag blessed, guys. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm totally blessed.
Oh my god!
I went to Starbucks and I ordered mocha frappuccino and they brought it out in 2 minutes as hashtag blessed.
Romad,
Well, I'm doing it again.
it's your turn.
Okay.
Okay, take a second to breathe this time. Remember your skills, remember your training. Aim.
Son of a bitch. I'd like to,
Let the spoon be your guide.
I'd like to cast Armor as Agathis on me.
Okay.
So, gonna do that.
Is that an action?
I believe so. I would have thought so.
One action.
Yeah.
So you stand back and I'm gonna look up what you have to do. You wave your hands and you chant a little bit and you say hello in cursor for some reason.
Hello, Cursor.
And
Hello in Carter.
and icy
Diagonally.
icy frost
Temporary hit points for the duration.
covers your armor, and you gain 5 temporary hit points.
I actually don't have armor. The most is that you just see my tits, so you see my tits just getting frosty.
That's fair, actually. Yeah, your man boobs get all chilly.
Your pecs, your pectorals are all covered.
You're gonna see what my ass.
Your legs get chilly and your nipples get rigid.
You could
You
cut
think
glass
it's
with
time
them
to
now.
invest into a shirt.
I'm hoping I'm not the only one who actually has their tits out, so.
I got chainmail on, I know.
I wear cloth.
Yeah, I cast that and then. Yeah.
I'm going to stand there looking defiant.
I just stand inside of Ika and just ready my axe for the next turn.
Okay,
Alright, I'm good.
that's good for me. Theodas Laura Karen.
I see my arrow going past her, and I'm like, shit. So I put another arrow in and turn to Riordan and say, "Is the power of the spoon is with you?"
The power of the spoon is with you. It's with us all.
I'm one of the spoon. The spoon is with me. I'm one of the spoon. The spoon is with me. And the spoon is shit.
The spoon is not shit. You do not believe in the spoon.
You did not believe!
The arrow soars into the distance. Maybe that arrow will become one with a spoon.
Fuck it.
That's what it's done. Is the arrow's gone off on a spirit journey to find the meaning of the spoon.
I'm looking at my shoulder like, why do I even bother?
And apparently Romid just shouts at you, "You missed!"
I sigh.
Turin Vasithasegiesh.
What do you want from me?
It's your turn. I want you to take it.
Leave him alone! Leave Tauren alone!
Hold on. I just need to quickly have a look at something.
Are there RPGs in D&D?
I think I can move. I can't really do anything. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to move up. Really, that's what I can really do.
Okay.
I need to select the arrow. So actually, no, I need to select the thingy. No, that's wrong. No, that's wrong as well. I can move to like there, so I'm going to move to there, and I am going to. I'm not going to move any closer because otherwise I'm just leaving myself open to bullshit. So I'm going to hold an attack in case she gets any closer.
Okay. Riordan Ithrana.
Right, after seeing my friend loose 2 arrows and completely miss, I'm going to just stay where I am, but prepare my quarterstaff in case she comes this way.
Your spoon didn't help me, okay?
I have faith in my spoon, and my spoon has faith in me.
Well, she has no faith in my arrows, and that's the problem here.
Because you have no faith.
Arrow.
You do not believe. You need
Philippe.
to take time to meditate.
Scar, it works with spoon arrows.
Give me your spoon. I'm going to shoot your spoon.
Give me your spoon and I'll shove up your ass.
Philippe.
That works too.
Yes.
It is your turn again. Nanny Pu'pu is on the field.
So, wait,
Right out there.
I can't see her. Where is she? She's between Leodas and Riordan.
She's right there, my darling.
She's in the middle of the field. In between you and Torin.
She's right there.
Wait.
The one which is flashing at the moment.
I know who is flashing as well. Tony takes off my t-shirt.
So, can I try?
It's
I want
actually
to try.
not.
Flashing, Danny.
It's the Mr. Ons there.
So I'd like to try something. I tried to jump from the roof with my halberd to try to give a straight slashing it while falling off on her.
Okay. Have you found where she is yet, Philippe?
No, I mean between. I don't know how much is the distance between. No. Okay. I went on the map. I couldn't see it. Yeah, 20 feet. I don't know how you see that.
You're about 35 feet away.
Yeah. I went on the map. I couldn't see it. Yeah, okay.
So it's a little bit far for you to make in a jump, but you can you can hop down and run up to her.
That's it. I think I'll try with my Enderbird. No, with my hand axe. Sorry. I try to throw one of my hand axe.
Okay.
11.
It spins off into the distance.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna real fast. Thank you. Let's just get rid of this. Get rid of this. All of this.
I mean, you couldn't miss it afterwards.
Maddie, who knows? Who knows is the answer to that question.
Oh god.
Oh, my sights are hurting.
Oh, Malcolm's a Roll20. We love you for the addition of drawing tool.
She is going to whip around and stalk back this way. You could not hit the the broad side of a barn!
I agree.
She shouts at Theodas.
I completely agree.
Could you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
I'm getting insulted.
You been insulted.
I was insulted.
You were insulted, and you take
20 points of damage, you're dead.
I have a theory here, guys.
3 points of damage.
Oh, that gave me a splitting headache.
We
What
need
is
to
that?
block our ears.
Ouch, it hurts. Man, my feelings, my heart.
We need to block our ears.
Not to metagame or anything, but I think she's using vicious mockery.
Romad yells, "Do you need a hug, Theodas?"
Fuck you, you need to be stealthy.
Do you want to borrow my spoon?
Eki will move to here. Romad Sourfang,
Stop.
it's your turn.
Yo.
Basically, I shout at you, you need to aim better then.
And she and it's coming from the guy who missed her hand axe.
Right. I'm not the one who keeps constantly dying then, am I?
Well, I did not die here, wait.
Right, oh, I can see that.
I think you'll find that was your Adam.
I'm gonna do the witch bolt on her.
Okay.
Witch bolt this bitch. Please fuck, please fuck. Fuck, never mind.
And the side of the hut just goes.
Does she mean has she put fire on the hut?
Romad just
Yeah, good
stretches
question.
out with her finger, and a bolt of lightning streaks past Nanny Pu'pu and hits the hut, and just.
She's just gonna fuck off in a minute. It's like you guys are just embarrassing.
They're just gonna kill each other. Come on.
Theodas Lorikaran.
After laughing a bit, because obviously I just saw the worst display of magic just right guys.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, you more fangs.
I try a last time I shot though. If
Okay.
it doesn't work, I'm using other methods. and I'm
gonna go
using
up and
other
hover
methods.
instead.
What?
I think
What's
you're
going-
just trying to throw them without the bow.
John, have you put me proficiency on the short bow? Because I'm beginning to actually wonder here.
I'm beginning to wonder what's happening with your dice. Jesus.
You've got proficiency on there.
Torin Vasitisegiash.
I should have, yeah.
If you hover over the number, it tells you everything is added, and it's added +2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have proficiency, but it's shit. That's shit right now.
You're just rolling garbage. Either way, it's my turn now. I'm
Sorry.
going to run up to the bitch.
That's the problem, guys. That's the reason why we're not doing well. We need to run up to her.
And I am going to swing my warhammer. Watch me miss. I'm going to do it two-handed. 16.
That's
Hang
a
on, why
miss.
Hang a minute, I rolled that with disadvantage.
Don't do that then.
Do I roll again or do I take
Roll
it?
again.
I'm just waiting for it.
17.
That's a hit.
Ooh.
That's even
Okay,
better.
my armor class is 17. And I'm going to pump a. First of all, I'm going to do the normal damage. Which is.
Ouch.
And then
It's,
I'm going to. I'm pumping,
9 plus 5, which is 14.
And I'm going to put a charge of Divine Smite into that.
Cool.
Actually, no, 2d8, I forgot.
It's 2d8. She's not of anything that would allow bonuses to that.
It's not an undead or fiend.
She is not.
Let's roll and do 5 damage on there.
It's just naturally Medusa.
So just go,
I can feel it.
come back here, you wrinkly bitch! Smack her with it.
Riodan Ethrana.
Right. First of
Yeah,
all,
that's not
after
right,
seeing
right.
everything which is
And I also add, now one of you, please better.
Right. After seeing what's happened, can I rip some cloth off of my shirt to stuff in my ears to try and block her words?
You can.
Do I need to roll anything?
You don't. You
Okay.
tear
I will
some
do that
cloth
first.
and you cover your ears.
Okay. After that, man. Because
So
I
it
guess
doesn't
it's not
hear
really classified
anything?
as an action. Right. I can run up to 45. So, what do... Okay. I am going to first of all run around to this side over here and get myself in sort of semi-prep. Just sort of running around to about there.
Okay.
And look at her and nod.
So.
Philippe,
Mhm.
it is your go.
Okay, I'm gonna go down the roof and charge her
Okay.
with my hammer.
Are you going to rage?
Excuse me, I didn't hear.
Pardon?
I didn't hear.
Are you going to rage?
Yes, I'm going to.
Are you going to rave?
So,
I'm actually raging right now, but it's for other reasons.
So I charge her and use my halberd.
you are at advantage to this attack because your friendly friend is behind her and you are flanking her, so you can roll this attack with advantage.
Okay, how do I do that?
On your
You put
character sheet
advantage.
at the top, it should say advantage, normal, and disadvantage.
Okay, yeah.
If you click on advantage and then click to roll, it will roll with advantage.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't know that.
That is a hit.
19. Okay.
For those of you who don't know how advantage, disadvantage, and normal works, rolling with advantage means that you roll 2d20 and you take the highest number.
Ah,
Rolling with disadvantage means you roll 2d20 and you take the lowest number.
okay.
It
Well-
basically replaces the entire system of the previous version of D&D, where you would go, well, you're in a bit of a good position, so I'll give you a +1, but it's raining and you've got rain in your eyes, so I'll give you a -2, so in the end you get a -1.
I see.
So basically now, if you're at advantage, you typically do better. If you're at disadvantage, you typically do worse. But you could still roll really well. You could still roll 2 natural 20s with disadvantage and do amazingly at the thing that you are not very good at. However, in this case, you have hit her with an attack.
Okay, 15.
Being in rage means that you have also dealt more damage to her.
Okay.
And now it is her turn.
She must be pissed off.
She is not
So-
happy.
What kind of damage did I do? I mean,
She's
did I...
been all smug
her?
on a high horse. Everyone missing.
Yeah, she was like, oh,
She
you don't know how to...
spins.
Oh,
She spins
that
round.
changed, though.
Oh, old hag. Old hag.
Ah.
She's just come a more of an older ho-yo.
And
Looks
she
like literal hag. Literal hag.
She looks
Literal
like the
hag.
Green Goblin.
looks like the
Someone
Green
hide
Goblin.
Snow White.
I'm just gonna get a good old close up on this bitch. Hang on. I'm
Mhm.
just...
And she's
Zooming
going to
on that.
slash out at Torin Vasudasagiesh. Does a 25 hit you, Torin?
Let me just check. Of course it fucking does.
That's 9 points of slashy damage.
Slashy damage. It's so slashy.
I have been reduced to a half my health.
Ouch.
Iku's turn, and she will run up behind you and cast Cure Wounds.
Does she heal about 9 damage?
I mean, EQ sounds really like the character from Overwatch.
Mercy.
Healing. Yeah, Mercy.
Mercy, yeah.
Mm.
Watching over you.
Every time she comes and heals people.
Heroes never die.
Heroes never die. They just get horribly maimed sometimes.
Or shamed in my case.
Sean, she lays her hands on your back and heals you for 12.
Okay, I get all my health back. I got like 2 left over, but not 3 left over. Oh, never mind. Thank you.
Romad Sourfang.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
It's your turn if you want to do a thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a thing. When I walk, I'm gonna run up to her and smack her with my other hand axe, that the one I still have.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna hand axe it. Hang on, let me just find my other piece of spicy worky. There we go.
That
I missed.
that is a miss.
Fucking hoe!
Be gone, Todd.
Theodas Lorakaran.
After having lost 3 of my arrows, I just put back my short bow on my shoulders and said, fuck this, and I changed my shape.
Okay.
I'm
Into
gonna,
what?
I'm gonna turn into a tiger.
Rawr.
Bear with me a moment.
The GM wasn't ready for this.
Being a druid sponge, you can turn into so many things, and they've got to fucking find a token for you.
He's a freaking tiger!
You transform yourself into a tiger, and I have the character sheet for that now.
And by the way, all my equipment just merged into me. It's not like I'm not a tiger who's wearing armor.
You can make a pounce attack on her
That's what I'm
by
gonna do.
moving up to her and then clawing her.
Yep, I'm gonna do that. But I can't control it, so.
Rawr.
Aw.
But I'm a pissed off tiger, so it's like.
And then I will roll the claw attack for you.
Yep.
You
It's
miss.
a miss, right?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Rawr! And she just
So-
kind of dodges out of the way.
They're great.
At least, I'm doing something, okay? Don't piss me off.
Torin Vasithagiesh.
All I hear is rah 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 rah.
Torin Vasithagiesh.
I am going to well
What?
Something just happened there.
Okay, Theodos is furry confirmed. Fuck you, Tanny.
You love me, really?
Okay.
I'm just gonna hear again.
Okay. Yeah, you're rolling an advantage because you and Philippe are
Advantage.
flanking.
Eventually roll 18.
That's a hit.
Booyah. 8, the 9, whatever.
Well,
Numbers.
if you're rolling that two-handed, you do 6 points of damage.
I'll keep doing two-handed. Do I use my last bit of Divine Smite to kick the shit out of it a bit more? I think so. Another 7 damage to her. As Kalimvor blesses my attack.
A burst of silvery energy smashes off of the Warhammer attack. Riadan Ethrana.
Okay. I run in. To there.
Jesus Christ, she's like surrounded.
We're all just piling in on the bitch now. We're just like, "Yes."
Hey,
And-
she's still got one way to go, actually.
Yeah. I smack her down with my quarterstaff while screaming out my battle cry. Spoo!
Actually, because Romad is flanking, you get to roll at advantage.
Oh, wonderful. Hold
So,
on.
as I say, at the top of your character sheet where it says advantage,
Yes. And spoo!
you still missed.
God damn it.
But you tried harder, damn it. At this point, would you like to spend a key point?
I will spend a key point.
So you can spend a key point to either do defense, in which case you prepare a defensive maneuver, or you can do flurry of blows and perform 2 more unarmed attacks against her.
Yeah,
I
he
will
means
spend
oral-
one and do flurry of blows.
Okay.
He
So-
actually means oral sex.
Define your flurry of blows. What are your unarmed attacks against her, and then roll them to see if they hit.
Right, so the quarterstaff is still classified as an unarmed, isn't it? Or
The
is-
quarterstaff is a monk weapon, yes. So you can.
So it is classified as an unarmed attack in that
It does
regard.
come under the. I believe it does come under the flurry of blows. Yes.
So we'll hit with the quarterstaff first.
You
I'll
missed.
try.
And then backhand it with a spoon.
And then I will try again with just an unarmed attack.
Kick her in the shins.
And you missed.
Wow, she's a bit of a matrix, isn't it?
So you dive in there, you spin the quarterstaff round twice, and you go in with an unarmed backhand attack, and she just dodges out of the way of all of them as if you were doing nothing at all.
Wow, she's good, guys. We should leave her alone.
Philippe,
The tiger agrees.
Absolute garbage.
Philippe.
Leave.
Oh shit, he's out. He's not. He's been muted. He's muted himself.
Oh no.
No, Philippe.
No,
Listen to
Sorry,
us.
sorry.
Please,
I forgot to re-put it. Sorry.
You've got to unmute yourself.
Yes. As I was saying, I go with the halberd. So I'm still in rage. Do we have an advantage, or
You are at advantage because Theodan, Torin Vithirgesh
Because
is
literally
opposite.
every fucker is surrounding her.
Basically, pretty much. That is a
19.
hit.
Hooray! Smashing.
You deal a heavy blow with your halberd. And it is now her turn.
She got quite a handful of HP.
She does.
Well, she's kind of a boss, I guess. Yeah.
She's
And
been.
we're I just realized we're 5 warriors beating the shit of an old woman.
You're right. I need to hit harder.
I am totally okay with this.
She spins round to face her garden. Or what would be her garden if her hut had a garden. And a hand bursts out of the ground and pulls itself out of the
God,
ground.
it's tickle time.
Can we try and push it back into the ground?
Just boots it back in.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Not having none of that, guys. None of that.
Brian's.
There aren't any Bryans here. Go back into the ground.
And
Oh.
getting an amazing initiative check of 0.
He's coming up. He's like, what am I doing here?
What's going on?
Who
I asked for-
am you?
I didn't ask for a wake-up call. Oh.
5
Yeah.
more minutes.
Hey.
Continental breakfast.
But hey,
Pulling itself out of the ground is a horrible humanoid shape made of what appears to be humans
5 plus 6.
sewn together.
Looks like a family member of mine.
Uncle Day.
And meanwhile,
Oh.
where is me?
but 0 initiative. So
Nanny
Of
Pu'pu
course. We are terrified.
spins round and claws
He's
Ryodan.
polite. He's polite. He's waiting.
Does a 12 hit your armor class? It does not.
No, it does not.
So following your attack maneuver that she dodges deftly out of the way of, she spins around with her claws to slash you, and you dodge deftly out of the way of her return attack.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that somehow the attack is deflected by the spoon.
Yes. It is. It is in spirit.
Iku will move into here.
So now she is fully fucking surrounded.
Romad.
I can't do an nourishing splash because I would kill somebody else. Maybe I would dodge. My magic will not do anything.
you can hold an action.
I'm just gonna use my hand axe out on her again.
Okay, you are still at advantage.
I'm gonna. Oh, I got advantage.
And I think I should actually mention as well that we both of me and you are both blessed, so we can actually add.
Oh yeah, you are both blessed still.
Alright, I'm gonna be up at the advantage on, so I'm gonna use my hand axe and try and slash her.
For God's sake, hit!
Please work.
Yes!
That is both a hit and a good reason to be using advantage.
But sweet slashing though.
Well, it's still 3.
Oh, it helps also if I remember to type minus into her health points instead of your hand axe healing her.
It is that it's like using Phoenix Downs on that boss in Final Fantasy VII.
Oh jeez.
Theodas Lorakaran, your tiger form now has advantage.
Good.
And can choose to either claw her or bite her.
Oh wait, that was Theodas?
Can I try and bite her leg off?
You can attempt to bite her.
Well, I
Specifically.
didn't know you were into old ladies. Well, Theodas, I didn't know you were into old ladies.
The tiger
Yeah.
rears back and sinks its teeth into her
Yum yum.
and tears out a sizable chunk of flesh.
It tastes of really old biscuits.
It tastes very
Oh.
Those
dry.
originals.
And if you see the face of the tiger at that moment, you see him going.
You see if you can imagine a disgusted tiger, it's that.
It's
I think the disgusting tiger. I'm picturing it. For all.
it's not great.
It,
I bet
it is not great.
Torin Vasudasagiesh.
Right.
It's great.
I mean, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have to just hit him with a hammer. I
What?
don't think I can.
You wanted to bite her as well?
Well, I could, if there wasn't someone directly opposite me, I could have done my acid breath on her, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to hit her with a hammer. It's just going to be a regular hammer. I think I hit with that.
Ooh.
Yeah, Maddie says it tastes like prunes.
Yeah, I never liked prunes.
Prunes, and it kind of like leaves like kind of a weird smell of like Lily of the Valley as well. It's like
Yeah, that's a hit.
woohoo! Yeah, 10 plus whatever the fuck it is.
10 plus 5.
10 plus 5, 15. As I smack her
Please.
in the back of the head with my hammer.
She must be dead by now.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, she's dead. Okay.
I just want to rear my hammer back and just scream, "Die, you wrinkly old bitch!" and just land my hammer like square on top of her head, so it kind of like sinks down into her chest cavity.
And
There's
I think we just trying to hit her while she's on the ground at 5-on-1.
There's a horrible squelching noise as her skull just.
Oh.
And then I boot her over, like to knock her over.
Question to ask. Does the blood like spill out and go all over our body, like all of us?
Yes.
We share.
Blood and brain parts just.
Oh, that's gonna smell. That's gonna
Like-
stain.
I kind of just swing my hammer down, just like splatter of.
I'm fully covered up in loads of bloody people's blood and. Oh.
You get used to it.
Riordan Ethrana.
Okay. I spin around.
Now we've got Uncle Dave to worry about.
I run over here and hit my uncle on the head with the quarterstaff. Or try to.
That's what you get for not giving me the right Christmas gift.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
Right action, man!
So that's. Yeah. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Oh, everything went silent there for a second.
We're all became hoes.
Well, what does Uncle Dave do?
After all this time, what does Uncle Dave do?
Yeah, he really had zero initiative because he just saw his master being torn into pieces and then smashed in the ground without doing anything.
Oh.
But
He rears back and slams into you. 22 to hit.
Oh,
that's one heavy bitch slap.
And I only have 12 hit points, so
He one-shots you.
yes,
I want
I'm down to
to-
0.
I want to say I'm surprised, but I'm really not.
You see now, Tani, that I'm the one who ties the most in the fucking game.
Literally,
I
think
should
this is
have
like
really used the key point or something there.
I think this is like the third time that Riordan has gone down.
It is the third time. It is at every
Yeah.
session. Every session he dies.
So you go unconscious, and then the flesh golem rears back and slams into you again, so you fail a death saving throw.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What a bitch.
Just immediately.
Just
Oh.
instantly, you've gone down onto the ground, and it slams into you again with a kick.
Can I try something to help him with my... wait. Damn it, not that. Feline agility.
1 moment. Let me have a quick look at what that does.
You hack up a hairball.
It's alright, guys, I got him.
No. No. You can use that to close the distance to him, but you can also just do that by walking. Philippe, it is
Yes.
now your turn.
Obviously I'll rush him to try and save my comrade. So I'll go there and use my halberd. So normal, I guess.
You are at normal, you are not at advantage at the moment.
Halberd.
Okay.
That is a
Okay.
hit.
Good for you.
Slashing 8.
Iku is going to come running over to Riordan and basically plans Omega plan, which is
Alright, who the fuck died?
cure wounds.
The normal person died. That's who.
You know what? It's a shame it wasn't Theodas.
Well, what?
Why do you always
think
pick on me?
Riordan has died in every single battle.
You're back to full hit points.
Yeah.
Oof.
Romad,
Yep.
So,
Kill Uncle Dave.
No.
Uncle Dave is a problem now.
Ugh.
Okay. Question. Is it okay to make a perspective check to see where my other hand axe went?
You can do.
I need to find my other hand axe because I feel
Just-
like
Just don't look at the shiny rocks.
I'm looking at you, Theodas.
Bah.
Alright,
No. Villainous hasn't got your axe.
Yeah, you threw it and missed the hand there.
You can see where it is. It's embedded in the wall of the hut.
Alright, I run over there and get the hand axe.